Hello. Welcome once more. So, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this goddess bust braids, which was made with coniculum hair and human hair on the tips. So, for this hair, I did use 4 packs of Autry pre-stretch extension in 42 and 52 inch, and I also used one of the old human hair wig that I have at home to convert the wig. All right, I'll go ahead and explain what I did. So for the items you do need your human hair extension or like an old wig or any human hair that you have at home. You do need a chair or surface to place the stick or rope. For braiding the crochet, you will need a tape or rope in case you're using a stick to be able to fasten the rope to the chair. You will need a braiding gel or hair grease depending on what you prefer, but this is really optional, to be honest. Guys, I had a hard time placing these sticks on the chair. My advice is don't even use the parcel tape or any tape. If you have a rope that is much stronger that would help you to hold this, it's a better option, because midway into braiding the hair, I think at the beginning, midway into braiding, this tape disappointed me. I'm not sure if I recorded it, but I'll look for the clip and add it here. Before I go ahead, I actually wanted to mention that I worked on this hair on different days. I think it took me about 7 days. So for this particular video that you're seeing here, this is the day that I took out time to just cut out the tracks and cut out the human hair from the waft. So in cutting out this, I used the scissors, but to be honest, if you have a razor or if you are more comfortable using any other sharp cutting object, just feel free to do that. But I would also remind you that you need to be careful. You know, you don't want to hurt yourself or injure yourself in the process of cutting the hair. To be honest, I was lazy. I couldn't go to look for my scissors. No, I don't have that time. I just use my scissors because I'm just like that. No, I'm just joking. In case you're wondering if it's just human hair wig alone that we can use for this style, no. You have different options in terms of human hair options to use for styles like this. So I'll go ahead and attach a picture here to show you one of the options. This is the human hair bundles that you can use for micro braids, knotless braid, bohemian braids. Like, it's a human hair option. We would see more of this summer and beyond, just because a lot of people are opting for the human hair extension option. I know that there are hair companies, even in the US, such as Lugo Hair, that sells basically human hair bundles that you can use for braids. The second option would be to use the old human hair weaves that you have at home. You can cut out the tracks and the weft just like I'm doing in this video. That way you will convert it and use it for your braids, not just for crochet but goddess braids or like different styles, instead of the synthetic hair that usually tangles very fast, you know. Represents 1 pack of hair. This is 42 inch and the next one will be 52 inch. So this is 42. For each of the packs, I tried to divide the hair into 12 equal parts. I already have a video. You can check my channel to see the video on how I showed you guys how to prepare to get the same proportion of hair. In attaching the hair extension, you need to be mindful of the size of braids that you're going for. First, you need to split the hair into 2. One piece will be bigger, while the other will be the size of the fuller braids that I have on my left hand side. The reason is because you want the braid on my left hand side, on my right hand side, to be equal to one of the braids on my left hand side. Don't worry, I know it sounds complicated, but I'll show you more clips. So the middle which is on my right, needs to be equal to one of the braids on my left. And with that, you can flip the hair into the stick and start braiding. If you're new to making crochet for yourself, for your loved ones, or even for business, know that I didn't start in one day, and you won't learn everything in one day. It just takes consistent practice. Just keep practicing, you will get better at it. Also, bear in mind that in braiding down the hair, you need to decide if you want tight braids or you want loose braids or you want extremely loose braids. So the tightness or the, will I call it looseness, or the tightness or less tightness, I don't know what the the right word to use here, please help me in the comments. But just know that depending on how tight or how loose or your preference will determine how you braid down, if you be braiding down too tight or you'll be braiding down with less friction and just have more of hand movement. It all depends on you, to be honest. If you also notice, you will find out that I use two sticks as opposed to one, just because I want the loop to be a little bit bigger than the regular loop. That way it will be easier to pass through the human hair, sorry, to pass through the natural hair, which will be weaved into cornrows. So because I'm going to be adding hair extension towards the end, I have to make sure that I'm ending the braids at almost the same length in terms of like where I stop. I just want to make sure they are equal. That way I can start attaching that hair at almost the same point for each of the braids to make sure that I end up with the same length and I don't end up trimming and trimming or excessively trimming it to the point where I'm losing the human hair or any other hair that you may be attaching yourself as well. I decided to leave this video in real time recording just because I want you to have a glimpse of what it was like to braid this hair and for you to have a better grip on how to braid down and how to attach hair extension really. Like I mentioned earlier, I won't be finishing the ends since I'll be adding human hair to the ends of the braids. Alright, so I'll go ahead and show you again how to attach the hair extension, divide into three, attach into the stick. I'm just going to keep quiet, just enjoy the clip. I'm just here, but I'm just quiet. That way you watch and see. But thank you for watching to this point. It really means a lot to me. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the family. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe. You can also share this video to your loved ones and anyone that is interested in learning how to braid hair or even make crochet at home. To be honest, if you're looking to start braiding hair, I would say aside from making crochet, this would be a great way for you to practice your braids first before you start making anybody's hair, or you can even use mannequin. But in terms of making sure your braids are neat when braiding down, this is a great way to try it out. Some of you may be wondering how many packs of hair you may need if you decide to buy the pre-made crochet braids. Depending on the style and also the cornrow pattern that will be used, you will need about 4 to 8 packs of hair, and also depending on the number of packs they will have in each pack of the braid. My people, let me report myself. So in between braiding, I just decided to add one additional pack of outre hair, but this time around in 32 inch, which is shorter than the 42 inch, because I felt the number of braids was not enough. So this is me braiding down. At this point, I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking about Christmas rice, as it was 3 days to Christmas, and I've been thinking about how I would chop chicken, eat different delicacies, chop salad, drink, enjoy myself. But anyway, I'm happy to do this, and I'm happy that I had a productive time making some crochet at home as well. Instagram family saw this first, so I shared some of this clip which I'm reposting here that I shared on Instagram. You can also find like on my highlight the details, like I shared like brief snippets of like my story where I was making this crochet braids, and I attached it somewhere on my page on Instagram. So here I'm done attaching the human hair. I do apologize. I mistakenly deleted the clips of where I was attaching human hair braids, but I promise to put up another video to show you how to attach human hair or synthetic hair to braids perfectly, and also to glue it down or even to tie it properly. That way it doesn't unravel. So once I was done braiding, I just use some hair mousse. Some people would prefer to do this afterwards, but I just prefer to apply it first and then go ahead and dip it in hot water. As you may know, some people don't dip this kind of hair to hot water, but there's a technique which I'll be sharing in the next video. All right, watch out for part 2 where I'll be teaching you about how to package and sell this hair as well. Oh, before I go, let me say thank you so much for watching to the end.